Welcome to Cold Brew Finance's end-of-day world currencies, stock markets and commodities wrap-up for Thursday, May 29th, 2025. Kicking things off, I'm Victoria Cashmore. Major currencies strengthened against the US dollar today. The euro gained 0.61%, while the Swiss franc rose 0.53%. The yen strengthened by 0.44%, showing strong negative trends against the greenback across these pairs. Year-to-date performance shows significant weakness in the greenback. Notable declines include an 8.9% drop against the euro, 7.3% against the sterling, and 8.4% versus the yen. The US dollar showed broad weakness, falling 0.28% against the Singapore dollar and 0.26% versus the Canadian dollar. The offshore yuan remained relatively stable, with just a slight decline of 0.046%. In terms of returns, the US dollar has declined 6.2% against the Kiwi year-to-date, while showing a 5.8% drop versus the Sing. The rupee has been the most resilient, with the greenback nearly flat against it this year.
Looking at global stock market tracking ETFs, I'm Max Profit. South Korea leads today's gainers, rising 1.7% with strong upward momentum and 4 consecutive up days. Hong Kong and Belgium both broke out of consolidation patterns, with Belgium reaching a new all-time high. Looking at returns, South Korea shows impressive gains across all time frames, with a week-to-date return of 4.8% and month-to-date approaching 10%. Belgium and Hong Kong have also posted strong month-to-date returns of 4.3% and 8.7% respectively. Among today's decliners, Poland fell the most, dropping 1.6% despite maintaining a very strong positive trend. Malaysia broke downward from a period of consolidation, marking its 3rd consecutive down day, while Taiwan declined for a 2nd straight session. Despite today's decline, Poland maintains impressive year-to-date returns of 47.2%. New Zealand shows the weakest performance this week, down 3.1%, while Malaysia remains slightly negative for the year, down 0.9%.
Considering commodities, I'm Liquidity. Gold futures leads precious metals with a strong upward trend, closing at 3,342, up 47.10. Silver futures shows strength at 33.44, while copper futures continues its decline, down for 4 consecutive sessions. Palladium gained 1.6% to 980. Year-to-date returns show gold leading the metals with a 26.5% gain. Silver and copper follow with 14.3% and 16% respectively. Aluminum remains the only metal showing a negative return for the year, down 6.1%. Energy futures show broad weakness today. Brent Crude fell 2.4% to 63.29, while crude oil dropped to 60.93. Gasoline broke downward from its consolidation pattern, declining 2.7%. Natural gas shows mixed negative momentum. Energy returns reveal significant weakness in the sector. Brent Crude and crude oil both show year-to-date losses exceeding 15%. Natural gas leads this week with a 6.3% gain, while gasoline shows increased volatility. Live cattle futures hit a new all-time high, surging 4.5% to 215.50. Class 2 milk showed strong momentum, rising 5.1%. Feeder cattle gained 1.5%, while lean hogs maintained its strong positive trend despite a minor decline. Weekly returns show strength across livestock futures. Live cattle leads with a 3.6% gain, while Class 2I milk follows at 5.2%. Lean hogs demonstrates impressive year-to-date performance, up 23%. Oat Futures show strong momentum, up for 3 consecutive sessions. Wheat gained 1.2% despite consolidation. Corn continues its downward trend, while soybean maintains mixed positive momentum. Year-to-date returns in grains show oats leading with a 13.5% gain. Soybeans follow with a modest 4% increase. Corn and wheat both show negative returns, down 2.5% and 4.9% respectively. Soft commodities showed broad weakness today. Cocoa led the declines, falling 4.8% to 9,165, marking its 7th consecutive down day. Orange juice broke downward after 4 days of consolidation, while coffee futures displayed downward volatility, dropping for a second straight session. Looking at performance metrics, cocoa has experienced the sharpest weekly decline at 6.1%. Year-to-date, orange juice shows the steepest drop at 44.5%, while coffee futures stands as the only commodity with positive returns this year, up 9%.
And with that, we conclude another end-of-day world currency, markets and commodities wrap-up. I'm Victoria Cashmore, along with my AI co-hosts Max Profit and Liquidity. Thanks for watching. Look for daily wrap-ups every day just after 5 p.m. New York time. Please like, subscribe, comment, share. Cold Brew. Finance is an experimental project with market reports written, narrated and delivered totally by AI, with market data kindly provided by financialmodelingprep.com. Always seek professional financial advice before making any investment decisions. Check into the channel daily for coverage of stocks, crypto, currency and commodities. Thanks for watching.